Good morning, my fellow yogis and yoginis. A little rainy today, but when April showers come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. So if it's raining, have no regrets. It isn't raining, rain, it's raining violets. And when you see clouds upon the hill, you soon will see crowds of daffodils. So keep looking for the bluebird and listening for his song whenever April showers come along. In the Indian tradition, rain is not just raining on your parade, it's the fructification. The heavens are fertilizing everything. Have you seen all the flowers and buds coming out on the trees since the last few days? The weather temperature has gone up? Hope so. Anyway, I'm a student of Desikachar as well as Iyengar, because they both came from Krishnamacharya, so there's things you learn through them that really represent what they learned from Krishnamacharya. And of course, here's some interesting things he has to say, that yoga teaches you to reach a point that we've not reached previously before, that was unattainable. And so, same thing, these breath control exercises are like a vinyasa. They're sequences that are put together, and over time they unfold. So that's the means to attain the desired end, right? The desire to be better, do better. Mm-hmm. But all actions, of course, are supposed to be done with a certain kind of quality. And especially when we're doing these long holds with the kumbhakas and the bandhas, you have to do it in such a way, of course, where your body doesn't rebel. There's no trembling. And these uneven techniques, like yesterday we did anuloma, which means along the grain, with the grain, and this is pratiloma today, against the grain. So we were controlling the alternate nostril inhale longer than the exhale. And again, moodiness, sluggishness, this is going to go. You really get a lot of dexterity in your fingers by learning how to do this and finding out which nostril is more open, which nostril is more closed. I have a deviated septum. My left nostril is always more difficult than my right. So the finger manipulation is what helps to make it even. But visamvriti means that it's purposely not the same. Longer inhale compared to exhale in this technique, because later on there's other things like ratio breathings, like you breathe in 4, you hold 16, you breathe out 8. So that isn't smooth, that isn't samavriti. So each one has a different component that it does to your body. Now, the interesting thing about this is that we're practicing in a certain way in order to minimize, if not avoid, dukkha. Heyam dukkam anangatam. The pain which is to come can be ameliorated to a great extent. Or I should say the suffering. I mean, there's pain in life, there's nothing we can do about it. It's a rugged process. No one's going through this without getting scarred, and ultimately it's fatal, right? But during the way, we can make it worse for ourselves. So dukkha, which sometimes is translated as pain or suffering, as opposed to sukha, ease and lightness, sukham, shtiram, asanam, pleasantly stable staying, that thing. But it's also known as the hub of the wheel is off. And if the hub of the wheel is off, and then the spokes which fit into it are off, and then it's a bumpy ride. So the dukkha here also represents not being centered. And there's a lot of interesting things about not being centered that causes pain. And whether you use the idea of the gunas, that one way of dukkha is when you're slothful and lazy and negligent, that causes a certain kind of suffering or makes you wobble off your center. There's the rajasic kind of suffering, which is pushiness, aggressiveness, too much energy, freneticness. That causes a certain kind of being off center. And of course, even sattvic tendencies can cause suffering. Here's an interesting paragraph. Dukkha can even arise out of our efforts to progress along the path of yoga. When we see something that we would like to have, there is no dukkha initially present. But dukkha begins to take hold when we cannot get what we want. People often feel that they suffer from this kind of dukkha precisely when they're in the process of improving their lives. They become thirsty for a real insight that cannot reach this new quality of understanding and action as quickly as they would like. Yeah, the path takes time. So you got to slow down and practice again and again. Remember when the Dalai Lama was asked, what's the essence of religious teaching, spirituality? He said, routine, regularity. Do it again and again, every day, every week, every month, every year, every decade, your whole life. Keep on going. See what accrues. This is an accrual system, all right? So basically, inhale right, exhale both, inhale left, exhale both with the 4 rounds we've been doing First round, completely open nostrils on both. No retentions, no bandhas. Second round will be with a partially open inhale nostril. Open both exhale, but with the bandhas. Third round will be open nostril inhale, partially closed nostril exhale. And then the fourth round will be partially closed nostrils on the inhale with Mula Bandha and the retention, and then the partially closed nostrils on the exhale with Uddiyana Bandha and retention. Let's give it a shot. Get your center. Release that buttock flesh away from the tailbone. And when you lift your spine, make sure you're also activating the legs, squeezing the hip sockets in, or pulling up from the anterior sacrum so you get that extra stretch in your spine up. All right? Drop the chin to the chest. Take a few restorative breaths to get your center. All right, raise the right hand. Block the left, open right nostril inhale. Open both nostril exhale, shorter than the inhale. Block the right nostril, open left nostril inhale. Open both nostril exhale. Drop the hand, take a restorative breath. One and done. As you exhale, raise the hand, block left, open right inhale. Open both exhale. Block the right, open left inhale. Open both exhale. Relax the hand, one restorative breath. As the exhale releases, raise the hand. Block left, open right inhale. Open both exhale. Block right, open left inhale. Open both exhale. Relax the hand, restorative breathing. So that's the basic template. Remember, it gets more challenging as it goes along. If you're having any difficulty whatsoever, go back to the previous cycle, take more restorative breaths. All right, second round, partially closed alternate nostril inhale with Mula Bandha, open nostril exhale with Uddiyana Bandha. Let's give it a shot. Exhale your breath, re-energize the pose, raise the hand, block the left, partially close the right and inhale. Squeeze the root lock. Release that, open both nostrils, exhale. Pull Uddiyana Bandha. Let that go. Block right. Partially close the left inhale. Pull the root lock. Let it go. Open both nostrils, exhale. Drop the hand, pull Uddiyana Bandha. Release the lock and breathe. On these bandhas, I'm only holding about 6 to 8 counts. Work up to 10 to 15, as Mr. Angar says, as you advance in this art. Second cycle, second round. Exhale the breath, raise the hand, block left, partially closed right inhale. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Release, open both nostrils, exhale. Uddiyana Bandha. Let it go, block right, open left, and partially close it and breathe. Pull the root lock. Let it go, open both nostrils, exhale. Drop the hand, Uddiyana Bandha. Relax and restore to breathing. Third cycle, second round. Raise the hand, block left, partially closed right, inhale. Pull Mula Bandha. Release it, open both nostrils, exhale. Pull Uddiyana Bandha. Let it go. Partially close the left nostril and inhale through it. Mula Bandha. Release it, open both nostrils, exhale. Drop the hand, Uddiyana Bandha. Let it go and breathe. One more cycle. Raise the hand. Block left, partially close right, inhale. Mula Bandha. Let it go, open both nostrils, exhale. Uddiyana Bandha. Release, block right, partially closed left, inhale. Root lock. Open both nostrils, exhale. Drop the hand, Uddiyana Bandha. Let it go and breathe. Now remember, if you're finding it hard to do the breaths, you have to open or close the nostrils more or hold the breath less. So this is how you have to work with your own body and learn your own anatomy. Also, when I'm using these phrases, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Swadhyaya, self-study, continue to read. Don't just bring it up in Wikipedia. Find the yoga book. 2 or 3 different interpretations of Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, how it's connected to the raising of the Kundalini. So, of course, Mr. Iyengar's book, Light on Pranayama, is what I recommend. Kuvalayananda's Pranayama is great. Kundalini by Swami Sivananda is fine if you can find it. They'll all give you a better idea. And of course, I certainly say find the Yoga Sutra book by Edwin Bryant. His translation is fantastic with all the commentaries. All right, third cycle. Open inhale, partially closed exhale with the bandhas. Exhale your breath. Establish the posture. Raise the hand, block left, open right, inhale. Mula Bandha. Release the lock, partially close both nostrils, exhale. Uddiyana Bandha. Relax. Block right, open left, inhale. Pull the root lock. Release that. Partially close both nostrils, exhale. Drop the hand, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the lock and breathe. Notice how these actions will strengthen both the pelvic floor and your abdominal muscles. Second cycle, third round. Exhale the breath, restorative breath. Raise the hand, block left, open right, inhale. Pull the Mula Bandha. Let it go, partially close both nostrils, exhale. Pull Uddiyana Bandha. Let it go. Block right, open left, inhale. Mula Bandha. Let it go. Partially close both nostrils, exhale. Drop the hand, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the lock and breathe. Keep checking your face for tension. Keep softening inner ear, walls of the throat, back of the eyes. Third cycle. Exhale the breath. Raise the hand. Block left, open right, inhale. Pull the root lock. Release it. Partially close both nostrils, exhale. Uddiyana Bandha. Relax. Block right, open left, inhale. Squeeze the root lock. Let it go. Partially close both nostrils, exhale. Relax the hand, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the lock and breathe. I'm feeling the heat generated. I wonder if you are. All right, fourth round. This is the hardest one with partially closed nostrils, both on the alternate nostril inhale and on the both nostril exhale with the kumbhakas. So this is where your skill level really comes in, and do it to the best of your ability. But remember, pranayama is the ultimate non-aggression, so don't push. Exhale, reestablish chin lock, stretch up, block left, partially closed right, inhale. Pinch the nostrils closed, Mula Bandha. Release the lock, partially close both nostrils, exhale. Block the nostrils, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the lock, block right, partially closed left, inhale. Block the nostrils, Mula Bandha. Let it go, partially close both nostrils, exhale. Pinch them closed, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the hand, release the lock, and breathe. I find the transition really challenging, so maybe I hold a little bit less in order to accommodate what I feel is going on in the body. Second cycle, fourth round. Exhale, lift the chest, drop the chin, raise the hand. Block left, partially closed right, inhale. Block the nostrils, Mula Bandha. Release the lock, partially close both nostrils, exhale. Pinch the nostrils closed, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the lock. Block right, partially closed left inhale. Pinch them closed, Mula Bandha. Let it go. Block, partially close both nostrils, exhale. Block both nostrils, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the hand, release the lock, and breathe. One more round. One more cycle in the fourth round. Exhale the breath. When comfortably empty, raise the hand. Block left, partially closed right inhale. Pinch it closed, Mula Bandha. Release the lock, partially close both nostrils, exhale. Pinch it closed, Uddiyana Bandha. Release the lock, block right, partially closed left inhale. Pinch the nostrils closed, Mula Bandha. Release the lock, both nostrils partially narrowed, exhale. Pinch the nostrils closed, Uddiyana Bandha. Drop the hand, drop the lock, and restore to breathing. Gently raise your head, gently open your eyes. Hope you went deep today. I know I did. Have a great day.